honored guests, family, friends, and fellow graduates of the greatest class in the history of secondary education, the almighty class of 2012. Welcome to this momentous day. To be honest, when I was asked to write a graduation speech for an audience of over 3,000 people, I immediately rejected the idea. When barraged by a collection of teachers and faculty members, I asked seriously, what happens if I just don't do it? I thought of asking my teachers to fail me. I even pondered upon the idea of dropping out. You see, I'm not the type of person who enjoys the spotlight or has an infinite amount of wisdom to share. However, before giving up, I decided to look into it. It was then I truly understood the importance of this ceremony, of this stage, of the caps and gowns and tassels, and ultimately the speech. Though I didn't quite overcome my fear of public speaking, I know what this night meant for everyone, for these 400 or so seniors, up to everyone so dear to them. So I decided to take the initiative to reflect upon the collective experiences that we have all shared as high school seniors. I want to start by taking you back to October 2007, that life-changing day when my family set foot in America. Migration to the United States was just not a stamp or signature on a piece of paper. It meant breaking up my family and leaving my weeping grandmother behind to gamble for opportunity in the then mysterious place that is California. With our coming to the United States, the land of milk and honey, came promises of a better life, but it also brought along challenges. Coming from a small rural town in the countryside of India, the sight of 2,500 students moving about their business was both difficult to bear and intimidating. I spoke no English. The teachers' words flew towards me like bullets from a machine gun. The feeling of being a small fish in a big pond scared me. However, seeing my mom and dad struggle 12 hours a day, day after day, week after week, month after month was too much to bear. It truly did penetrate my soul, and I took academics as a way to show them that their toil was not for nothing. For my parents and myself, I continued my journey and faced all obstacles that life threw at me. I worked 5 times as hard, reading late into the night, rereading the same sentence 5 times if I did not understand it. I lived in a cheap apartment and did not even have the advantage of a desk to work on, but I still stuck to it. I eventually left my support classes and joined as many honors and AP classes that PHS had to offer. Soon enough, the perseverance that I showed eventually brought me to where I am today, atop a pedestal speaking to the class of 2012 and their families and friends as their salutatorian. This was a huge boost and encouragement for someone like me who was on the verge of quitting. The experience that I received through my challenges and struggles has defined who I am today. Having been through it all, I also want to encourage all of you to embrace and welcome challenges because they will make you tough, powerful, and unstoppable. Your personality, your courage, your perseverance will take you to places beyond your expectations, far beyond where mere knowledge and grades will take you. It defines you, it creates you, it molds you. Your leadership in these areas are what you will be most remembered by. But I don't want to stray too far, for this afternoon was a special occasion and deserves a worthy congratulations, not just us for graduates, but for all those loved ones who prepared us for this day. I want to take this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to acknowledge all those individuals who had an extreme impact on my life. The first one being my dearest and most loving parents, who sacrificed all of their pleasures to provide me the comfortable life that they never received. They worked days and nights so that I could end up live in a home, so that I don't have to struggle. I also want to make this promise that the day I get my dream job, it will be the last day they would ever have to work. I also want to promise that I will treat my mother like a queen because she really deserves to be treated as one. I also want to thank my grandmother who lives thousands of miles away in India just waiting for the day that I would come. I want to thank her for all her blessings that have given me the spiritual and physical power to get through all my struggles. I also want to thank all of my friends at PHS for making these days such a wonderful and memorable experience. Prabjo Suti for giving me all the rides to school, and Alexander Malikian for helping me with college apps and being such a humble and ghetto friend. And last but not least, I want to thank the entire PHS staff and teachers for motivating me and keeping me on track. Mr. Nordenstead, Ms. Moreno, Ms. Keith, Mr. Butterfield, all other teachers I've ever had at PHS. My special thanks to Mr. Kaiser for teaching me all the technical skills. I still remember when I walked into his class and just stared at the computer screen not knowing what to do. I've been with Mr. Kaiser for almost all my high school years, and he has not only taught me the basics, but also advanced topics that I was able to use to start my own small computer repair service to relieve some of my working parents' financial burden. Mr. Kaiser became the driving force behind my decision to pursue an education in computer engineering. But tonight, as this chapter of our lives concludes, another one begins. This next phase of our lives comes with an immense amount of freedom, the freedom to decide what to do with our lives. But whether we enter the workforce or enroll in college, we must all take charge of our own lives. In college, our parents will not be there to heal our wounds or cater to our needs. No one will be looking over our shoulders to complete homework or study for exams. We must be able to stay focused on our education as we are exposed to many aspects of college life. Although this may seem to be a scary path, we must prove to our parents, teachers, and community that as young adults we will make the right decisions because they have provided us the tools to do so. As John Dewey, an educational philosopher, says, education is not a preparation for life. Education is life itself. If education is life, then we must grasp every moment of our lives as a learning experience. Believe me, never let anyone or anything stop you from accomplishing your goals, not a college rejection, poor test grades, or any of life's tribulations. Stay confident, and remember, there will always be an opportunity if you seek it, so go out there and find it. And though I recognize that for many of us it has been difficult to keep up with our studies amid all the setbacks and obstacles that have gone our way, but our perseverance has enabled us to overcome them, and it will be our resilience that we all share that will keep us ever from failing in the future. However, regardless of whichever path we choose, we will forever share a common bond. Our caps, gowns, and tassels are stripped to their core, stripped to an unadorned style for a specific purpose, to unite us all as one. Not the particular, not the popular, not the left out, not the nerds, not the athletes are better or worse than any other. We are all as one, and we will walk into our future alongside this podium to receive our diplomas as one. Finally, on behalf of the Pittsburg High School's best and most swaggiest graduating class, the class of 2012, I congratulate you all on your accomplishments, and I hope you have the best of luck in your future endeavors. Thank you, and stay pimpin'.